Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay, this is Coloring Bliss, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite art supply brands, Paul Rubens. I've got a stack of Paul Rubens paint here. I love their products, I use their products, and when they reached out to us to ask us if we would like to try some of their new products, I said yes, because I knew it would be something that I would love to share with all of you. Now, let's start by unboxing this beautiful new set of art paints by Paul Rubens. Now, as I'm unboxing this beautiful set of paints in this really pretty tin, I'm going to read to you a little bit about their product from their Amazon listing. This set of paints has 24 vibrant colors, and they are artist watercolor paints. Paul Rubens watercolor paint is made with ultra pure pigments that won't easily become muddy when mixed, high transparency, strong tinting, excellent light fastness ratings, and the colors are rich and intense, enabling you to create stunning artwork. Our mission at Paul Rubens is to provide affordable art supplies, lead everyone to discover the beauty of artistic life, and keep art forever. Each watercolor pan can be removed or replaced individually so you can arrange your colors to your preference. Our lightweight tin is as beautiful as it is functional and very convenient to carry on the go. The high-quality pigment paint uses extra fine gum arabic to create these artist-grade watercolors, which produce paints that are easy to mix, light fast, and permanent. For swatching the Paul Rubens 5th generation artist level paints, today I am working in my Swatch Bliss Volume 1. It's a swatching catalog that has 3,600 swatches per page, and my catalog is printed on watercolor paper so we can see the best out of these beautiful colors that I am putting onto paper right now. I'm also swatching them on the card that was provided in the tin, so I can keep that with the tin at all times. Now that I have all of the formal swatching done of these new paints, I wanted to play around with them a little bit more and see what they can do when we add water, a lot of water, to each of the colors. So I pulled out my sketchbook that is made of watercolor paper, and I started by creating some abstract shapes of every color in the palette. This was so much fun, and it was really enjoyable to watch the paint bloom and spread across the water as I did this in a wet on wet technique. It was really enjoyable, and I love all the colors. And once all of those beautiful shapes dried, I came back in with a black Polychromos pencil and started to add some abstract doodles to give texture and interest to each of the shapes. And then I grabbed my Paul Rubens glitter set, and I grabbed a gold paint in there, and I added some gold doodles, and whoa, did this make the paint look beautiful. I love doodling with that gold paint. And then at the very end, I grabbed my white Caron pigment deco brush pen, and I had some fun adding some white texture into each of the spots as well. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Welcome back from all that fun swatching and unboxing. Here is that page that I created in my swatch book that I just love, these abstract shapes where you can really see how the paint performs when it gets wet. So this was all done with a wet on wet, and my swatching here was done wet on dry. So you get to see the colors two different ways. You can see here they're just full body pigmented color here, and here you get a lighter, more granulated type effect with these paints. So pretty. Look at all the texture that was created, and I love the little extra bling that I added into this page just for interest and for fun. I love swatching. I love swatching formally like this in a book, and I love swatching just for fun in a sketchbook like this. It's so relaxing and inspiring to do that. Now, speaking of swatches, let's take a closer look at the swatches so you can see the beautiful colors. Like I said, this was done wet on dry, so these are full-bodied colors here. No watering down. You can see how strong the colors are. Look at that quinacridone rose and the quinacridone maroon. So strong. That oriental green right there, the French blue. The colors are just super vibrant. And as you saw when I was swatching, I kept all the labels because this all has pigment and transparency information about every color that I unwrapped. So this is good to have for referencing later, you know, years later, or if I'm just curious about it. It's all here in the same place. Now I also wanted to show you my other Paul Rubens colors in case you are interested in that other palette. I have this pink palette right here. It comes in a pink box and it's a pink tin. And that is this setup here. And I did this more on a wet type of swatching here. So you can see the transparency and all the pretty colors. And again, I saved all of the different labels off of the paint pans so I can refer to those. And then right here, this is this Paul Rubens set right here. This says classical artist, but it's called the Gukai Watercolor, the Paul Rubens 36, and it's a beautiful palette of very shiny, fun to use paints. Look how pretty all of those colors. You get 36 colors in that palette. And then in this pink box with the more shiny finish on the box, this is some more glitter paints, and I'll show you those as well right here. Paul Rubens 24 metallics. I love this set. This is a really nice set of, they're translucent, but you also get a lot of payoff when you layer it up, and it looks beautiful on black. Let's see if I have it on black here. Yeah, see, this is the Paul Rubens right here on black, and oh, so shiny. So many fun paints that Paul Rubens creates for us as artists, so you can go and pick what works best for you, what colors you like, whether you want metallic or not, whether you want 24 colors, or I think they have even bigger sets with even more colors. It's really fun. Now, Paul Rubens is a little bit more of an expensive supply. They are artist grade and being made in China, but they are very well created and really fun to work with. So if you're looking to really purchase a set of paints that is a little more high end to see if it makes a difference in your art, I highly recommend Paul Rubens. Now, in the box they sent to me was not just this set of paints right here, but they also sent a separate little package that I wasn't expecting, and let's take a look at it. I can't wait to show you. This is the package right here, and it's covered in lots of Chinese, so I wasn't sure what was in it. I knew it was paper, and there's a 300 here, so it's 300 gram, and so I got out my Google Translate. Let me bring that up here on my phone so we can look at it together. Okay, I have it set to translate from Chinese into English, and this wording right here says, "When I am with you, the sun is shining brightly, the breeze is soft, and the flowers and plants are fragrant. Just sitting quietly, you can feel the tranquility of the years." Isn't that nice? And this does mean 300 grams here. And then it says, "True Love 4-leaf clover watercolor paper" is the translation of all of this. So I decided to go to Amazon and see if I could learn more about this paper. So let me read to you what it says here on the Paul Rubens Amazon store. It says that this is a watercolor paper, handmade, cold press, 100% cotton with a glitter sparkling effect. Acid-free paper, 140 pound or 300 GSM, and the size is 10.63 inches by 7.67 inches. And it says it's great for different kinds of watercolor effects. I'm going to put a link to this paper and to all the other Paul Rubens paint palettes in case you're interested, but this is so unique. I have never heard of a watercolor paper with a glitter effect, and I cannot wait to play with it. I really need a new piece of art on my back wall, so I think we're going to paint together with the new Paul Rubens paint on the Paul Rubens paper. So it has a nice cover for the paper, and the paper is taped inside, of course. Like I said, I don't know if I'm more excited about this paper or the new paints. Oops, I tore that a little bit. Let's get this cut off all the way. Okay, I got the tape all cut, and now we can pull this out. And look how nicely packaged this is. We've got another, we've got a nice plastic bag here to keep it nice, and ooh, this is some quality. It feels like Arches paper, you guys. That's what it feels like. And can you see the sparkle? That's my next goal here. Oh, there you can see it. It's a very subtle, fine glitter across the whole face of this paper. Let's see if you can see it from this angle a little better. If I bring it up here. Oh, can you see that sparkle? It is so pretty. And the paper feels so nice quality. I have got to do some painting on it. Let's get this paper prepped and ready, and let's paint maybe some really loose abstract flowers. That sounds like fun. To prep the paper, I'm going to tape it down so I can use as much water as I want. I'm just taping it to a plastic cutting board that I picked up at my local Dollar Tree store. It works so great for this purpose. And then I'm going to tape it down using my Holbein Professional Soft Tape. I'm going to put a link to it. It's a really nice artist grade masking tape designed specifically for artists so that you can use it and trust it, and yet it will still come off of your surfaces without destroying it. So it's a really good little product, and it comes in 4 different sizes too. Alright, I really like how these abstract flowers turned out. I am not a professional watercolorist, as I'm sure you can tell. I am a hobbyist, and I love experimenting with watercolors. And that's how I learn, is by experimenting and learning as I go. So these flowers may not look realistic or perfect in any way, but they make me really happy, and I think they'll be really pretty on the back wall. I love the vibrant colors I was able to get as I layered in the different colors. And then of course adding the little spritz of paint, the details with the inking pen, which I used a Tombow pen for. This Tombow Funosuke pen. It's an awesome little brush pen. It works really great for this purpose. And I used only that pen, these paints, and then 2 pans. As you saw as I was working, I pulled out 2 pans from this Paul Rubens glitter set. Isn't it a beautiful set? Oh, so much fun. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Let me sign it here at the bottom, and then we'll move it in the light and see if you can still see. I'm curious to see if you can still see the glitter up through even the thickest paints. Let me just put the date here. Okay, so let's move it in the light, and hopefully we'll see the glitter in the stamen of the paint of the flowers, which I do. So pretty. It's not as strong as I was hoping. Oh, I think it just depends on how the light hits it, because sometimes it looks really strong and vibrant. And then the glitter in the paper, I can still see it even in the deep greens, but it's very subtle. I'm going to bring it up even closer and move it ever so slowly, and hopefully you can see it. While you're looking for the glitter, if you would take a minute and just like and subscribe to my channel. This video has been a really fun video for me to do, and I am working really hard towards my goal of 100,000 subscribers. So if you could take just a minute and help me out and my channel, that would be fantastic. Hopefully you can see the glitter in the paint. Steve, you want to come see this painting I did? It's abstract flowers using the new Paul Rubens paint.
Oh, that's pretty.
And can you see the glitter in the paper? The paper itself.
Oh, really?
Is a cotton cold press glitter paper.
Oh, wow.
It's very subtle, but oh, is it pretty, and that it just makes me happy. Let's look at it this way and see if you can see it, and I think it's definitely going to look good on my back wall. In fact, let me do that right now. Alright, Rose and I are hoping you really enjoyed learning all about these 2 new Paul Rubens products. Hopefully I answered all your questions, and you can follow the link in the video description to check it out. I highly recommend this paper. It's only $16 for this pack of paper, and oh boy, is it going to be fun to play with. I can't wait to do more painting with the Paul Rubens paint and this paper especially. Thanks again, Paul Rubens, for sending us these products to check out here on my channel. So appreciate your support, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye. Can you say bye? Say bye-bye. How about shake? Do you want to shake? You won't. You want to shake? Good girl. Good shake. Let me get you a treat for that. Yeah, you've been such a good girl sleeping here while Mama does painting. Yeah, you're a very good girl. Thank you.